Hello everybody, I'm the Wasteland Viking, and welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. Not much to say at the moment. Let's get into it. It's been 2 weeks since I recorded the last episode, so it's a little fuzzy as far as what we're doing. But, oh well. Anyway, so Chapter 8, Riverside Institute. In the Nameless Bookstore... Ooh, I named my video wrong. Uh-oh. Anyway, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin, light inside, irresistibly attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Alright, cool stuff.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
Okay. What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do.
All
Mr.
right.
Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Has he been drugged yet?
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more
But for
people
how long,
are
though?
suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
I guess we'll examine
Very
the patient.
well. I'll examine him.
Examine the dying patient. What do we have going on here? Oh yeah, we can't view Pierce because we're not Pierce, so it's just subjective viewing at this point. Let's look at the head first.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
Big science words that I don't even know what the hell they are, so...
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
I don't remember that.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky.
Ew.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
He has something in his belly,
Did you examine his abdomen?
apparently.
It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Of course
Whatever
not.
it is,
Surely
this
not.
man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
I was gonna say, wasn't she... Well, actually, she was pulled out before Pierce could actually kind of explain fully what was happening and things like that. But she still did see the state of the patients when she was heading to Pierce's cell, you know, in the basement and things like that, so who knows?
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, If there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of
Yeah.
a baby.
Forgot
Look at
about
these
this.
sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I don't have one. Yeah, he's severely dehydrated. But it's like, yeah, obviously it seems like he's going through some form of mutation. How it's happening and things like that, honestly, I have no idea. And things like that, but
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
yeah, see, his body's mutating.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
Well, like, the thing, though, too, is that even from her information, actually even Pierce's information, there's no proof of him turning people into things. You know what I mean? I mean, that we know of. That I know of, I don't know. The only kind of... I don't know. Is, like, there's obviously another thing living inside of this person. Probably multiple peoples as well, as far as the mutations and whatnot are concerned, but it's like, so is he turning people into what seem to be needing of aquatic type of, you know, nature and things like that, or is it more of like, is it what he's doing sort of indirectly affecting people? I don't know. They're worrisome. I've never seen anything like this. Yeah, they're definitely worrisome.
Alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really?
He's got the limbs and everything of a
What
baby.
do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Yeah.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. my word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
Yep.
It's scandalous.
Yeah,
I
for now.
disapprove of Fuller's methods, but his treatments have saved more lives than I can count.
And Mr. Blake? You said yourself he was dying.
I don't know what to think for now. What I'm sure of is that Fuller is hiding something from us, and I need to know what that is before I take a chance exposing him.
Yeah,
And where would you find those? In his office?
probably.
What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Alright. Alright, get into Fuller's office. So obviously that's the umbrella objective that we're doing, but there might be minor ones in between.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
So we need to get in the office. High security unit. Authorized personnel only. What?
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest.
The answers must be
So
hidden in
unfair.
Fuller's office.
Okay.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who
I guess we
pays.
could take care of this bit.
What a pest.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Let's just do words of affirmation, I guess.
Come now. Don't let that witch sap your morale. We're lacking in qualified personnel, and she knows it. Her petty punishments won't last forever.
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm trying. It's just that sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water herself, just for the pleasure of harassing me.
Could
Her
do.
time is much too precious for these kind of petty games.
Anyway, I've learned my lesson. I'll hold my tongue next time.
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
No problem. Alright,
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
yeah. I mean, even from this, the pipes look really old, so who knows? Seem to go... Well, there's the pharmacy. There's probably a boiler somewhere.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Alright.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
For what? I can't even read most, like, the important stuff, too. Something pills every 4 hours plus 1 gulp of... Scopolamine? Scopolamine? I don't know. Fluoride or something like that? Before going to bed. If the insomnia persists, double the dose. Why? It's ridiculous. Alright, so...
We're running out of this
Doctor.
medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, and Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Uomo Delinquent, I guess. The pseudoscientific work by Caesar Lombroso correlates an individual's morphology and his criminal predispositions. The seriousness of the study and the accuracy of the demonstrations can deceive an uninformed reader. Okay. Yeah, so...
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
So, the medicine I think they've ran out of is the sleeping pills, more than anything else, because literally, it seems like everybody on the island is taking a form of sleeping pill, so... They're trying to get shipments in, but obviously the head, you know, nurse, or I think she's the head nurse, but she keeps denying the shipment for whatever reason. So this is where we're at, Block A. Okay.
Doctor, please, my chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work.
Mm-hmm.
He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
Whatever that means.
Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
So sleeping problems and now just straight up whatever the hell this is. It's a lot of bandages. Oh. That Irene?
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Yeah. Irene Sanders' medical file. Uh-oh. What happened? The file describes the state in which Irene Sanders entered the the Riverside Institute, as well as the treatments administered to her. Fuller added a handwritten note he recommends to take her down to the psychiatric wing in order to provide her with the quiet and rest that she needs.
Mrs. Sanders?
So either they forgot a model in her eyes or her eyes are actually closed. But it seems like she's sleeping for the moment. It's like she sort of had a breakdown as Pierce was leaving the house. It looked like, but still, a bit ridiculous.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable.
Okay.
Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Yeah. Okay. I'm starting to get a sense kind of what Fuller's experimental drug is sort of actually doing to people. It's like, oh hey, I'll save you from this really severe issue that you have, but there's going to be some side effects, which includes probably problems that the first guy had and turn into a cephalopod, or like have symptoms or effects of it. I don't know, I went in a circle like that, sorry.
What is the boiler room key doing here?
Don't know. We'll grab it.
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Okay, I don't know why you're not grabbing it. Seems like an important item.
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Okay, whatever. Can't get it, apparently. Yeah, I don't know. Looks nice outside. Despite the fog in the distance, but it still looks nice. I personally like myself some foggy days.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
Was he in the basement? I don't know, that's interesting. That doesn't look good. I mean, I'm no doctor, but that doesn't look good. Especially being in an IV.
Dr. Colden?
Hello?
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Jeez, I'm glad I don't have these issues. I mean, I have minor insomnia, so it's not like that bad, but still. Oh, right. I guess we'll get to you.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination.
So we're... Well, I mean... Okay, I don't know.
He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
Did he sew his mouth shut? That'd be weird.
His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
I mean, obviously he's been mistreated. But, you know. I'd say just keep taking care of the wounds, I guess.
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, Doctor. And as to his weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
It'll be done.
Okay. So, food through an IV. And... yeah, okay. About as much as he can do. Oh. Hey, Bradley. So we've already been through all this. Hawkins Wing. Generous donor and unfrailing support. Alright.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
Were you telling me that? I wonder if they put that NPC in there for, like, Pierce to talk to, rather than a nurse who works here and is a resident of the island. You know what I mean? I don't know. Are you gonna say the same thing?
I don't get why they have us waiting so long.
Nope.
Almost no patients here.
I mean, yeah, in the lobby there are no patients. If you look out there, almost every bed's taken, so, you know.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Yeah, don't know, dude. Not a clue. Hi, Bradley. What's up?
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
Well, we've...
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches. And I can't sleep.
But are we out
Do you
of
suffer
sleeping
from
pills?
insomnia?
No. Look, I don't want you to laugh at me.
Ethan, if you don't trust me, then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night.
Yeah, so
It seems
insomnia.
stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I
Well,
see.
yeah, the bad dreams don't
It's
actually
like I'm
cause
turning
insomnia.
mad.
It's the fact that people don't want to sleep. These are the bad dreams that can cause the insomnia. Yeah.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh, there's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Okay. I think we could have gotten him the medicine. We'll see.
Dr. Colden.
Oh, alright. Reception. Is there anything to do in here? I don't think there is.
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room.
Yeah, I already found the boiler key. Just that the game wouldn't let me
Dr.
pick
Fuller
it up.
always keeps his key with him.
Of course he does.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of
okay.
Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. And
Yeah, we
they're
understand that.
still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him.
The
Yes.
basement.
It's always the same thing. They bring them up without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Their affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
Yeah, the basement is the psychiatric ward. So he can funnel in who actually goes in and out.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
So I'm guessing this is a... It's not a flashback, but this is pretty much what happened after she got taken upstairs. And sometime either during or after Pierce's stay here at the Institute. The file is strangely incomplete, and the detail on treatment is not given. It does not respect standard practice. Because of course it don't. Alright.
Sorry, but nobody
Whoa.
can take anything until I finish the inventory.
It's all good. Don't worry.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Oh yeah, it makes sense. Cleaning up and such. Nobody here has questions? Alright. Thomas Fuller, MD, head physician.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Well, she had. Okay. Obviously, it's not going to be that easy. Administration. Interesting physics there, bud. Yeah, so we'll have to go through here. Anything around here? So fucking dark. Well, it's gloomy. It's not dark. It's just gloomy. Yeah. Miserable looking place, that's for sure. Even for a hospital. The reference book of medical sciences. Like a dictionary, this work references in alphabetical order all the medical sciences known and practiced in the modern world. For each of the entries, the major works and the names of the reference authorities are listed. Cool. Well, actually, was there anything else? That's a very stark contrast to the grays and whatnot. Looks nice. Mary Donovan, head nurse. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office.
Of course
But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him,
Yeah,
nonetheless.
that's still like the second time that we've like... Oh, yeah, okay. So now we've got to go back to... Well, we could go back to the boiler room, right? Since we found the key, maybe? This way. Okay, it's not letting me grab it for whatever reason. Guess we'll head to the restroom that's being cleaned and worked up on.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. Everything all right, Dr. Colden?
All is well, Elizabeth, thank you. I was making sure the water wasn't
I think
cut
you have to
off
ask her to
yet
turn
again.
off the water, so you have to ask her
no.
pretty much to get in
The
trouble with
water's
Mrs.
running.
Donovan.
I have no desire to call
So it makes you
Donovan
feel
for
like
help.
crap a little bit, but gotta get into the...
Courage, Elizabeth.
Okay,
Thank
so
you,
never
Doctor.
mind. How the... I don't remember this part. I guess we could follow the pipe. It was in here and then goes in there. But yeah, boiler room. Need to find the key.
The door to the boiler room is locked.
Yes.
Where did I see that key? Ah, yes. The office in Block B.
Anything could really be done about it.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding.
Mm-hmm.
She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Yeah, it's like Dr. Fuller loads people up with green goop. And then all of a sudden, they just feel better. So I don't know.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
She said it as if it was a question. That's weird. Wouldn't she know that? Anyway, I don't know. Excuse me. Oh.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Right here. I think we need to find a tool to
I
loosen
can't
it.
shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Isn't there one laying about? Should be anyway. I thought it was just in here, because that makes sense. Look, there are pipes everywhere. You could figure it out. I don't know. Alright. Trying to think of where a tool would be at. Storage room? No, storage room is just like medicines and things. Trying to think of where else it would be. Come on. Can't be that hard to figure out. Surgical ward. Oh yeah, that's the operation room. Is there a tool that you could lead me to? Bradley's there. Just ask him to open it. Oh, the janitor is out. Would he have something in there? Would make sense. Janitor. Storage room. Oh. Okay. There it is. I was actually going to make a joke that I would just have to go to every single room and find the, find an item icon in the bottom, and guess what? There it was, in the storage room. A pipe wrench, it makes sense.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth,
Seriously,
but I need
though.
the diversion.
So do we go back to Donovan or Elizabeth? Oh, Elizabeth? Okay. Which is just right here.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
Mayhaps.
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Cool. Clues, inventory. Yeah, I don't care. Alright, time to get in Fuller's office. Run! Just kidding, no. Don't have to run, but, you know.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here.
Mayhaps.
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Wait, what? Psychological state? Okay. A study of the Stendhal syndrome. A particularly rare mental illness. Subjects display mental disorders linked to an exposure to works of art. I mean, that explains his obsession. There are other things that obviously explain his obsession. But still. Obviously, he probably used that reason to, like, cover up a lot of the things that actually was going on with Sanders.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
You don't say. Oh, it's one of these puzzles.
I've unlocked something. Patient files.
The white
I was
ship.
right.
Okay, well, before we explore any more in that way, honestly, I think that's about it. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, never mind. Sarah Hawkins' interview. The cylinder was hidden inside Fuller's office. He recorded his thoughts about one of the many psychanalysis sessions he submitted Sarah Hawkins to. But why do we have... Okay, I don't know. I just wonder why we would have only that one specifically, even though there are other patients that we were worried about as far as the files are concerned. I don't like the guy that we first brought up.
Session number 17.
Oh, excuse me.
Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
We're supposed to look for things now. Okay, now we do anyway.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key.
So there's the missing item thing going on, but
nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
But for some reason, it's sort of like isn't showing me the green symbol that's meaning or symbolizing.
Poor
Hey,
souls
this.
downstairs and not
But I don't
Fuller's
know.
only subjects.
Then James came.
Yeah, I have a headache, so that bright light is really not fun.
I presume that he will try to
Oh, there
Why
it
is
is.
Ethan on medication?
Well, there's one thing. Is there more?
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement.
Oh,
When all the fuss about the Hawkins
the
incident
thick.
finally
Okay.
comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings.
Yeah. See, like, it's not letting me pick that up, even though that's
Meantime,
obvious
he is
evidence.
hidden in plain sight.
It's not letting me pick. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
Yeah. So when we first learned out about the fire scene and that whole thing, one of her shoes was missing, and here it is. Why it's here, I have no idea.
I must go back to the basement.
All right. Guess we'll do that then. Oh. Okay. I guess it's this one. Alright, back to the basement. So It's near the bathroom. Oh, there it is. And there isn't much else to do. I think we could help Bradley out with getting his medicine, but I don't think it affects the game at all if you don't do it. But we'll see, I guess. Oh, and this is the moment I think when she went down to Pierce to begin with, I think. Some of these chapters just drag on and on, it feels. Yeah, go down to the psychiatric wing. No reason not to sprint. Right. The blood. What's in here? Oh. Hello.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Oh.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
Take a minute to look around.
Yeah, it was
Everything
Charles.
points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
Yeah, Colden was there.
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me.
Right.
You might need my help.
Sure.
All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion.
Sure.
Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
Okay, this is taking a long time. It's alright. Okay, that's chapter 9. Okay, good. I was actually going to say that if there was like a part 2 or whatever, I would stop because, like I said, I'm trying to take this easy. So, little recording session pretty much. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed that. So yeah, it looked like the part... But wait, the part that we saw with Colden, when she kind of looked at Pierce's files, it seemed like she didn't know who he was. But also at the same time as what we saw... seemed like it also happened at the same time as us getting projected into the whole thing in general. So, I don't know. It might be the game kind of showing the whole, like, reality isn't exactly what it is sort of thing, so it's trying to show you something that seems like it could be in 2 different timelines, but is actually only one of them, but I don't know. I guess we'll figure out in the next episode. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed that. Enjoying this as always. This is also the part in the story where it slows down just a little bit more before it starts picking up in, you know, action, stuff like that again, from what I remember. And yeah. But down in the description, there's going to be links to my socials, link to my Patreon. At the moment, it's just a general support Patreon, so any pledge will be grateful. And helpful in all the things that I do. and I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.